Hi guys, today we're going to react to Wash Her, Dry Her by Frail Fragment.
This is a special request via PayPal sent to us by the band. The lead for the band, Len Lamanna, he has sent it over. We look forward to tackling another one of their songs. We've done at least 3 or 4 so far. Let's see where this one takes us. This song is from the soundtrack to Jason Hawkins' The Night Devours, a horror film. The guys have this thing with songs for soundtracks. So it kind of takes you into the movie and what it's about and trying to decipher meanings. It's probably something to do with the film, but it definitely has kind of a horror film feel to it. As they sometimes tend to be, this is heavy, intense. Len's voice sounds fantastic. And again, the band, just awesome. Something a bit sort of raw and kind of grinding kind of to it. I just love this sound. It's very, I don't know, there's like an intensity to it that I really, really like.
Yeah, we've reacted to Frail Fragment enough times for me to identify their particular frequency. Chances are, if I hear a Frail Fragment song without seeing a music video, without knowing it's Frail Fragment, I'd recognize it's Len singing. I recognize it's the band. They have this very pleasurable grit in their sound, and it translates to the visuals too. Their music videos are shot in a fashion that I love. It looks like aged film. It hits the spot when you couple it with their music as well. And yeah, they do soundtracks. Very interesting. I've read the lyrics before I found out that this was on a soundtrack for a horror film. I immediately went to interpret what I was reading. It sounded to me like a fight between a man and a woman that have a vast history together, like a married couple for many years, some sort of long-term relationship that has come to maybe an impasse or moment of breaking. And then when I found out this was a soundtrack for a horror film, I mean, you can throw it out the window because I have no idea where to connect it to. It was like a neutral interpretation.
When I looked at the lyrics, there's not a lot of lyrics for this. And I knew it was for a horror film, but at the same time, I wasn't really thinking about that. And that relationship that you're talking about, to me, it doesn't have to even be a couple because it got my mind thinking about Psycho. So it could be like a mother-son relationship or anyone that is some kind of a sort of a dysfunctional relationship in a way where one person influences the other one to do bad things. That's what it sounds like. I'm not sure what the film is about. I don't really know much about The Night Devours, but that's the feel that I get, that somebody who does bad things but is influenced by someone, and it's obviously a woman, so it could be, like you said, a partner of sorts, a romantic partner, or it could be a mother or a sister or whatever. I don't know if it matters. It definitely gets that across pretty clearly, or at least I hope so, because I could be completely wrong.
We don't know.
But that's definitely what it sounds like. There's a lot of resentment there, but even so, this person is still kind of under the control of someone else. That's why it got me thinking about Psycho, because whether or not the other person is even alive, it's just very cool, very, like you said, it's very gritty. It's definitely got that thing going for it. It reminds me not just of horror films, but of kind of very particular style of horror films.
Yeah, with the subject matter, just by the fact that there's a lot of frustration and fury coming from the narrator, it kind of hinted that we're talking about somebody with a lot of baggage. So I connected that to it must be a long-term relationship. It must be a relationship that spanned over many years because it takes time to accumulate that amount of baggage to have it out with a partner or a sister or mother.
Well, if we enjoyed the first half of the song, the second half just blew it out of the water. That was
Yeah.
fantastic. I love that accompaniment. Yeah, you got it, baby, you got it in the back. That was like a very kind of clean, kind of rock voice, along with Len doing his scream over that. That was
Yeah.
like it got really heavy at that point. That was fantastic. Going through these lyrics, I'm actually very curious now to see the film and to see if this was written specifically for the film or the
Right.
other way around, or it was just had some kind of an idea and the band put this together. It takes your mind on a bit of a trip going into all these places thinking, oh, geez, what is this going to be about? How is this going to manifest itself on the screen in some way? Fantastic. I also noted that the washer dryer, which is obviously some kind of a play on words on washer dryer, but it's not mentioned in the song aside from that hang her out to dry line at the end, towards the end. Really, really cool. And it got even heavier, which I really, really enjoyed. Just fantastic. A little bit too short. I wanted it to go longer.
Yeah, I think that hanger out to dry, when I read it, that's what had me thinking about a relationship with a romantic partner. Because in my mind, hang her out to dry means you've fought for so long, you've had it with the way things are going on in a relationship that you just walk away. You walk away and you hang her out to dry. It's not something that you would usually do in a relationship when you fight. You always come back and try to appease your partner, but no, he's walking away.
That's one interpretation, but coupled with the title of the song, Wash Her, Dry Her, and the fact that this is probably a somewhat dark and gory kind of horror film, I think that could also be a very literal meaning, to hang her out to dry
Yeah,
after killing her.
yeah,
That's
well,
that, yeah.
yeah. That's one way to end the fight.
A lot of frustration and anger out of someone in
Yeah,
this whatever dysfunctional relationship. He's saying, "You make the decisions. I don't want to get blamed. I can't even think for myself. You take care of everything." It's somebody who is in control of somebody else in some way. It starts off saying, "I've heard your call. All you do is complain, but I've heard your call," as in, "I know what you want me to do." Something
yeah.
like that. Kind of a little bit cryptic. There's something here to decipher when you have a bit more information on the subject matter, which I assume is the film. Great lyrics. I actually enjoyed reading them and kind of thinking about them. And a fantastic song. This is a great kind of return to Frail Fragment because it has been a while. So it's really good to hear them again.
Yeah, I also love the electronic rhythm that they start the song with. It feels like the longer it goes into the song, the more unsettling it sounds. It gives the song the affiliation with horror, in my mind. There's a notion there that makes you feel unease when you hear it when it collides with the rest of the instruments.
Absolutely. With some of the lyrics, you put that together and it gives you a very, very dark, slimy kind of feeling to it, even. It's interesting. There was a line in there that says, "You don't give me what I need, so let's keep going." And when I first read it, I was kind of confused about that. But going with your interpretation at the end of hanging her out to dry, it's like basically saying, "You don't give me what I need, so whether or not he gets rid of her and how he gets rid of her, he keeps going, though, potentially by himself." Maybe that has
Yeah.
something to do with it and with the film. That would be interesting to find out.
It's kind of interesting that this taking a stand when the narrator clearly has, in the story of the song, I mean, clearly has problem with a potential romantic partner, then it has to be horror related. I don't know why that is, but yeah.
It feels like an I've had enough song. Basically, one saying, "I'm putting my foot down, I'm gonna end this cycle," which is
Yeah.
funny because it has that line going round and round all around. It's been going around, and it's
Yeah.
time to stop that cycle or start a new one, a different one. What we didn't mention also that Frail Fragment are a Canadian band. They've recently finished a mini tour. They are currently recording their sixth album. So they've done some stuff and they'll be touring again from March of this year. Keep an eye out for some dates if you're anywhere, probably the US, Canada vicinity, which is a big one. But for us, it's like a long way away. But for you guys, some of you might be within reach. So yeah, check it out. Thank you, Len, for sending this song our way. As always, a pleasure for us to cover. You guys really have some cool music. Thanks a lot. We appreciate the support.
Yeah, thanks, Len. We enjoyed reacting to Wash Her, Dry Her very much. Thanks a lot. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the little bell icon to get notified on all our future videos. If you have a song in mind you'd like us to react to, please make it through Buy Me a Coffee so we'll get a chance to get to it. All contributions are, of course, very much appreciated. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you all for your time.
As always, right about now, our Frail Fragment reactions playlist should be up on the screen. Give it a click. Check out this Canadian band. These guys are fantastic. Also, thank you guys for all the support you send our way. We really appreciate all the comments, the requests, and everything that comes our way. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll be back in a couple of days with a new episode. We hope to see you all then. See you soon, guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.